guys, hey, welcome to Mondays with Marc. I'm Marc, and this is Smokey Steve and Marc. Oh yes, it is. Welcome back, and welcome to another edition of Moon Madness. And y'all, I'm so excited because this is my favorite lunar cycle of the whole year. Y'all, it's the harvest moon. Oh, I just love it. It's like the time of year when we can say, okay, yep, summer is just about over and welcome in autumn. And of course, you know what follows autumn, right? Oh my gosh, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Oh yes, it's that time of year. It's like right around the corner, y'all. And you know what? This moon is also unique. Pretty different from all of the other moons of the year. And that's because for this moon to be called the harvest moon, it has to be the full moon closest to the autumn equinox. And that's around September 21st, September 22nd, you know. Now, if the full moon closest to the autumn equinox happens to fall in October, then October's moon would be called the harvest moon. And instead, September's moon would be called the corn moon. And rightfully so, right? Because this refers to this time of year being the prime time to pick and harvest corn, especially here in the northern United States. Now, other names for the moon this month is, corn harvest moon, the brown leaves moon, the turning leaves moon, all of course referring to, things that are happening in this season, right? Now, in addition to that, we always get our names, the names that are used for the full moons are predominantly sourced from colonial American, Native American, and even some European sources. Ancient moon names came from cultural traditions and often reflected what was happening during that season. This was a way to tell time and to plan their year, right? And this moon was also referred to as the big moon because it held great cultural importance. You see, the survival of the tribes depended on how well their crops did over the summer. And this was a significant moon as it marked the time of preparation for the long and isolated winter months ahead. In other cultures, the common name for this moon was called the barley moon because that was the survival crop for many, many people. Well, but let's get back to the harvest moon. So this September, the full moon, which is on September 10th, is indeed the closest full moon to the autumn equinox. So, yep, it is called the harvest moon. Are you excited for the harvest full moon? Oh, I know I am. And you know what? It's a little different in this way too. The harvest moon, you're going to be able to see it all full and bright for 3 evenings in a row. And this is because of its, trajectory in the sky and where it sits on the horizon. And that's unlike all the other full moons of the year too. Usually you just get one real good night to see a nice big full moon, but not with the harvest moon, And are you excited about autumn? Oh my gosh, well, I don't have to tell you, I am. It's my favorite season of the whole year, and it does kind of usher in the whole holiday season, doesn't it? We're doing good here. We're still, I don't know, we're still arranging and still have some stuff to unpack and stuff, but I've already been planning how to decorate for Halloween and for Christmas. Priorities, But no, we've been doing a lot, both of us are actually really busy, with the wedding coming up. We got a lot of work done yesterday on the wedding, and we're going to be starting to share all that probably this week. Actually, we're going to start by letting everything that we've planned so far, and we're gonna make our invitations together with you. I think that'll be kind of cool, you know. But and you know, of course, we're both working full time, and work has become extremely busy, actually, for both of us. So yeah, we're still getting things arranged and stuff. I will be so happy once we get our little SSAM studio all set up, and that's gonna be in the front room, so we don't have to like, you know, like make little mock areas to film all over the apartment, you know. And we have started looking into like microphones and better lighting, so I'm excited about the future on like all accounts, you know. So anyway, oh, the harvest moon and just the moon in general. I love Moon Madness because I never really get to talk about this stuff to anybody else, you know. And I've always had a love and fascination for all things celestial, you know. I mean, it doesn't have to just be the moon, although, oh, I have to share something with you. Check this picture out. It's a detailed image of the moon stitched together like a mosaic with hundreds of thousands of photographs. And nope, it wasn't taken by NASA. Rather, 2 years ago, Andrew McCartney and Connor Matherine teamed up to create this masterpiece. It was made from over 250,000 images, which were taken over the course of one night, just last November by the two gentlemen. The finished product took months of edits to get it just right, and it was posted online just last week. And it has taken social media by storm. Oh my gosh, how awesome was that? Isn't that cool? I wish I was talented like that, you know. I'm talented and creative in other ways, but I don't know if I could even like attempt to do something like that. You know, I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you because here on Moon Madness, that's what we do. We talk about all things moon related, celestial related, and sometimes we make a project, sometimes we cook, sometimes we bake, sometimes we talk about crystals, all stuff like that, right? But you know one thing that we've never done on Moon Madness? We never made a cocktail! Bottles up, everybody! Oh, we have an awesome drink to make today. Yes, we do. And this one has all the flavors of autumn in it. Oh my gosh. Think honey, think cinnamon, think apple. Oh yes, today we are making the Harvest Moon cocktail. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is rim our glasses. And to do that, we are gonna start with honey. Yep. So we need something to rim our glass with so that our stuff that we're gonna put on our glass will stick to it. Now you can use simple syrup or actually even just a little bit of water if you'd like. Corn syrup works good too, but because this is the autumn harvest cocktail, we're using honey, all right? And we are going to rim our glasses with graham crackers. Oh yeah, I went there. Yes, I did. All right, so we're gonna take a tumbler glass just like this, dip it in our honey just like that, lift, dun dun dun, and dip immediately into our graham crackers. Oh, yes. How awesome is that? All right, next, let's make this cocktail. Okay, so we're using our shaker with some ice in it. And to that, we are going to add about 1.5 ounces of apple brandy and 1.5 ounces of Fireball. Oh yes, get that nice cinnamon taste in there. And then to that, we're gonna add 3 ounces each of apple juice and orange juice. Now, if you're using a shot glass, typically a shot glass is 1.5 ounces. Now, there are, of course, other shot glasses, and some are 2 ounces, some are 3 ounces. I've even seen 4-ounce shot glasses. But typically, a regular shot glass will be 1.5 ounces of liquid. All right, there we go. And now, use a different glass here, and we shake. I just love shaking. Okay, and now we pour right into our glass. Look at that color, y'all. And finally, we garnish, oh yeah, with a cinnamon stick. Ooh, how do you like that? Check out our ice. I hope you can see it. I have star and moon ice in there. Oh yes, it was just a little star mold that I had, a little silicone mold, but I think it looks nice with the stars and the round ice cubes like a moon. Oh, just perfect for our Harvest Moon cocktail. Nice. Oh, this looks and smells so delicious, and that color, oh, so great. So if you didn't know, Fireball right here, this is whiskey with a hint of cinnamon in it. Oh, it's so great. This drink starts off with a nice subtle sweet flavor from the honey and the graham, followed up with a little bit of apple from the brandy, and finally it finishes off with just a hint of that cinnamon whiskey at the end. Oh, just a wonderful cocktail. Oh, and you can customize this any way you like. So if you'd like a drink that has maybe less alcohol in it, just add more apple juice and orange juice to it. And if you want a real strong cocktail, just add a little more spirits to it and you will be just fine. So there you have it. And I hope you enjoy it, our Harvest Moon cocktail. Oh, wasn't that good? Oh. I really am enjoying that new segment. I hope you guys are too. I got a lot of good feedback from the last one, which was our first Bottles Up segment, But it's been a lot of fun planning and doing those drinks and everything. I think next time maybe we'll take a look at making some homemade flavor-infused simple syrups. What do you think? All right, so back to the Harvest Moon. So check this out. It's not just Western civilizations that hold special importance to this full moon. For Chinese people everywhere, this full moon is the occasion for the Mid-Autumn Festival. Oh, how cool is that? This festival is celebrated with joyful games and music and entertainment and making and eating mooncakes. Ooh, another cool thing. In Chinese tradition, the Mid-Autumn Festival is on par with that of the Chinese New Year, right? And the most awesome thing about this festival, in my opinion, are the lanterns. Oh, how cool is that? Lanterns of all shapes and sizes are made and carried and displayed as a symbolic reference to lighting a person's path to prosperity and good fortune. Ooh, how cool is that? Oh my gosh, I love stuff like that. I really do. And on that note, I told you before, sometimes we do projects here on Moon Madness. Actually, it wouldn't be the same if we didn't do a project, right? And I have a fantastic moon project for you right now that I think you're really gonna like. And it ties in with some of the moon's really positive energy, right? And how we can kind of harness it in to enhance our lives in some way, okay? So here, check this out. Oh, I am so excited for this project. Are you ready to get beautified? Oh, I am. I know it. We are going to make a full moon salve, you guys. And it only takes 5 ingredients to take your beauty routine from mundane to magical. All right, so let's get started. Here's our ingredients. The first thing we're going to need is beeswax. Yes, yes, yes. Now, I got this over on Amazon. Very inexpensive. Comes in 1 ounce bars, and there's 6 bars in this box. Yo, I think this was like $10 tops, okay? But you can get them at any craft store as well, okay? In addition to that, we're going to need coconut oil. And when you're using coconut oil for anything that you're going to use on your skin, I do recommend that you go for like cold pressed and organic coconut oil, okay? Now, our ratio for this is going to be 1 part beeswax to 4 parts coconut oil, okay? Just for reference there. Then we're going to need some essential oils. Today we're going to be using peppermint. Oh yes, this promotes clarity and it stimulates you a little bit, right? And then we have tea tree oil. Oh yes. Now the tea tree oil is, well, you probably already know this, has anti-inflammatory properties and is very, very good for cleansing. And finally, lavender. Oh yes, and lavender is always has been used for relaxation and calmness. Together, these 3 scents will create a scent that is so wonderful, y'all. You will absolutely love it. Now, in addition to that, we also need some type of jar or tin to put our salve in, okay? I got these right over at the Dollar Tree. 2 of them for $1.25. Can't beat that. But any tin or any glass jar will work just perfectly. And to finish things up, I just have some little snippets of dried rosemary here. We're just gonna put that right on top just for looks, okay? All right, so let's get started. The first thing we have to do is melt our beeswax. And to do that, we're gonna use our crock pot. Now, I do recommend you picking up a second one so you have a dedicated crock pot for projects like this, okay? Alright, in addition to that, we're also gonna need a metal or glass bowl or pot that will fit down inside. This glass bowl works just perfectly. Okay, now let's get ready. The first thing we're gonna do is pour hot water into our crock pot and turn it to high. Now let's get our wax ready. Now beeswax can take a long time to melt, so I always chop it up into small pieces. The smaller the pieces, the quicker it will melt. Put it into that top liner there of our crock pot, put a lid on it, and allow it to melt. Should take about 15 to about a half hour depending on your crock pot. Okay, now next step here, we're going to just turn off our heat and we're going to remove our beeswax from the heat. I'm going to set him over here, right there. And that took about 25 minutes for that beeswax to melt completely. In addition to that, you could also use a regular double boiler as well, or you can Google other methods. You could microwave it, and there's even something called solar heating too that everybody is using. I find that I love my crock pot for this kind of thing, okay? Now the next step is we're going to add our coconut oil all at once to our beeswax. And remember, we're at a ratio of 1 part beeswax to 4 parts coconut oil, okay? And then we're just going to gently break this up, and it won't take long for our coconut oil to melt right in here. Just give it a little stir every once in a while here. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, now, if you find that that's taking a little too long for you, just go ahead and pop it back over your hot water and continue to stir it. You can even pop it in your microwave for 15-second intervals until all that coconut oil melts completely and it's clear like this, okay? So our next step, we add our essential oils. So let's start with lavender. We're gonna do, about 18 drops of lavender and 18 drops of tea tree oil. And finally, we're gonna do 12 drops of peppermint oil. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna give that a little stir to get all those scents incorporated. And next, we pour. Okay, so now what I'm going to do to make things easier, I'm going to transfer my mixture into a dedicated pouring vessel. Like those words? Yeah, dedicated pouring vessel. Love it. It's just a bowl that I use only for this kind of stuff, just like the crock pot, okay? And at this point, you have the option, why not add a crystal to this? I mean, why not, right? Especially if you're gonna give this as a gift. What a nice addition. I just happen to have some moonstone hearts that I'm gonna put in a couple of them here. But you could use quartz, amethyst, anything. You could add a little crystal. And now we pour. And we're gonna pour it just almost to the top there, just like that. And of course, repeat, repeat, repeat with all of our tins. Okay, I think we're looking good here. Now remember, our ratio was 1 part beeswax to 4 parts coconut oil. I really hope I said that right in the beginning. I can't remember, I'm shot, y'all. But it is 1 part to 4 parts, okay? Just to clarify. And the amount that we used today, I used 3 ounces of beeswax, which meant I used 12 ounces of the coconut oil. And that got us 7 of these little tins from the Dollar Tree. These are about 1 ounce tins, by the way, just so you know. All right, so at this point, we're just gonna let this rest, okay? We're gonna bring it up to room temperature, and you'll know when it's about ready because it'll start to change color. It'll start to turn like a milky white to yellow color. Oh, almost like the harvest moon itself, right? Haha, definitely. All right, so I'll check back with you in a few minutes.
A few moments later.
Okay, so, like I said before, these make excellent gifts. They really do. I'm making some of these as gifts myself, and you can make them in any size too, I do like this size though because they're kind of portable. I mean, you could take it with you anywhere, right? And what do you do with this? How do you use it? Well, for one, you can rub it all over your chest before you go to sleep at night. The lavender in it will promote a nice, relaxing night's sleep. And it'll give you peaceful dreams too. And have an ache somewhere? Oh yes, the peppermint and the tea tree oil in it is just perfect for inflammatory conditions. Rub that on your elbow or your neck or your knee. Yep, I use it on my knee and I have to say it works pretty good. And finally, rub some on the insides of your wrists here in the daytime. And anytime you get a whiff of that really awesome scent, if I do say so myself, the peppermint in it does promote clarity when thinking. Plus, you know what? It just smells great, right? All right, so we are just about solidified here. It's still a little liquidy inside, but this is what we're looking for. And we're gonna finish off our tins with just a little piece of dried rosemary on top. And you know what? You could also use, well, dried lavender. Even a mint leaf on here would look wonderful, don't you think? So, there you have it. We're just gonna pop our lid right here. Let me get a nice one. We're gonna pop our lid on there. And there you have it, our full moon salve. Oh, what'd you think? What'd you think? Pretty cool, huh? Ooh, I love how this turned out. I absolutely love it. And you can just kind of, I don't want to ruin it. Well, here, we'll do it. You can just rub it like on your wrists. Oh, it smells so awesome. And like I said, I do use this on my knee, and it does work pretty well. And you can adjust the amount of essential oils you put in it for whatever purpose you want, right? Like for my knee, what I do is I increase the peppermint and I increase the tea tree oil in this balm, because I want to get those properties out of it. The anti-inflammatory, it helps with pain, it has that mentholy feel to it, So that's what I do, by just adjusting the essential oils. If you want if you want it to be more relaxing, increase the lavender in it, And also, tea tree oil is great for like minor cuts and minor burns too. So this is just all around good stuff. I hope you try it. Wasn't it easy to do? Oh my gosh, I think so. I'm totally thrilled. I'm totally thrilled with it, and I hope you are too. Okay. Oh, well, I had so much fun today. Oh, I hope you did too. Oh, and one last thing to tell you. Remember in past Moon Madnesses where we would, every month we would do an unboxing of a moon-related subscription gift box, And for like the first almost whole year of Moon Madness, we would unbox, the company was called Lunarly, and it was an awesome box. It was pretty much my favorite box of all the ones we tried out. They were the ones that you would sometimes get a live plant in, which I thought was awesome, and I have all of them still, Well, they've decided to close their doors. They are going out of business, and they're having a massive, massive sale. I mean, there is nothing that is not at least 50% discounted, some of it a lot more. So this would be a perfect opportunity if you wanted to check them out and get some of that stuff at like a really discounted rate. Okay, I did. Don't tell Steve, but I did. Okay, but anyway, so I just thought I'd let you know that because a lot of you did like Lunarly, so it's sad they're going, but oh man, take advantage of those deals. Okay, all right, enough of me yapping away. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I really had a nice time, and I do hope you did too. Definitely hit that subscribe button, okay, and hit the notification bell so you know when we have a new video coming out. Check us out over on Facebook and Instagram. I'll post everything over. I'll post our drink and our project over there so you can see it over there, and maybe you can take a screenshot of it or something, All of our contact information is listed right down below. That's our post office box for that snail mail and our email address too. If you have any questions on anything we talked about, just shoot me an email, okay? That's the best and easiest way to reach me, okay? Definitely comment below if there's anything you want to say or anything you want to see in a future Moon Madness. Thank you again, everybody. You have a fantastic week, and I will see you soon. Ciao, everybody!